Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to continue with looking at the words of the 18th blessing of the Amidah, the blessing for gratitude or thanking God for the blessings and the kindness that He gives us. And he says over here, it says in the prayer, V'al nisecha sheb'chol yom imanu, for your miracles that are with us all the time, every day. Now, there seems to be a little bit of a contradiction, because what is the difference between a miracle and nature? So nature, natural things, are things that God does in the world regularly with consistency. So my heart beating, we don't call that miracle, we call it nature. The fact that the sun sets every day and comes back up in the next morning, we don't call that miracle, we call it nature. Why? Because it happens every day, every second, constantly. So things that happen with consistency and frequency we call natural. Things that happen very rarely or infrequently, for example, when the sun stands still at night and doesn't set, like in the book of Joshua, so that we call a miracle. Or when the sea splits in Egypt, or other miracles, the blood, the sea turning into blood, those we call miracle, because that's also God acting, but in a way that He does infrequently. So the only difference between miracle and nature is just simply an equation of frequency. Something that God does every single day, all the time, consistently, that we call nature. Things that God does very rarely, infrequently, almost never, that we call miracle. But it's all the same. It's all God acting. It's just how frequently He does this thing. Now, if that's the case, how does this sentence make any sense? And for your miracles that are with us constantly all the time, every day. Wait a minute. If it's constantly with us all the time, every day, like my heart beating or the sun setting and rising, then we don't call those miracles. We call those nature. And if they're miracles, that means that they're not every day. So it seems like to be a contradiction in terms. And here's the revealed truth and the beauty behind this. That's exactly the point. What we're trying to clue ourselves into over here is that the very things that happen every day that we call nature, my heart beating, breathing, seeing, hearing, all the miracles that we live with on a regular basis constantly, that we see all the time, childbirth, the sun rising and setting, those aren't natural. There's no such thing as nature. Those are also miracles. Those are also from Hashem, the will of Hashem, God acting. It's just that He clothes it, or He conceals it, or hides His actions in the clothing, so to speak, of nature. But really, it's Hashem, always, constantly, everything that's happening in the universe at all times. So we're thanking Hashem, we're thanking God for all the things that He does for us on a regular basis, and we're recognizing Hashem, we're on to you, in a sense. We know that these are also miracle. There's no difference between miracle and nature. That's what we're saying in this part of the blessing.